talking about 5 tips that can help you with swing trading and day trading cryptocurrency. So stay tuned. I know I've been talking a lot about day trading cryptocurrency lately because I've seen some amazing opportunities. And I just want to break down 5 things, 5 tips for people who are looking to start day trading cryptocurrency, or people who are already day trading cryptocurrency or swing trading, things that might help you. So right off the bat, the first thing you're going to need is a broker. Right now, I'm using GDAX. This is basically the exchange that Coinbase pulls liquidity from. And you can see it's very simple. You got the market orders over here where you put your order if you want to buy a market. If you're buying with a limit order, you never pay any fees. So that's the one cool thing. Now, one of the things I didn't talk about in other videos was stop limit. Now, I use a stop limit sometimes. Let's say if I have a position overnight and I'm not sure about the position, or I'm not sure overall, kind of the overall trend. So I'll find a spot where if I'm already in the green, I'll find a spot on the chart where I'm in the green and I might take profit if it really starts to pull back. So let's say I bought Ethereum last night at the 650 area. And I was swinging it thinking we might get to $700. And then overnight, I'm thinking, okay, I'm about to go to bed. What do I think? I'm like, okay, I'm going to put my stop here, you know, at that 670 area, maybe even down there, right there at 669. I'll put my stop. I would go to sell. I'd put the amount of Ethereum. So let's say I had 20 Ethereum, and then I'd put my 669 there as my stop. You can see your fills over here on the right, and then you have the trade history, which is basically showing the time and sales, and you got the order book there. So that's basically the breakdown on GDAX. You can check out the full video that I've made recently, but you're going to need a broker. So there's GDAX, there's Binance, there's lots of different brokers depending where you are in the world and depending on how you buy your cryptocurrency. So if you're in the USA and you're buying Bitcoin through Coinbase, probably the best place to trade is with GDAX because it's really the only broker that allows you to trade US dollar pairs. So every pair has US dollar, and then there's also a pair for Bitcoin. Tip number 2. So one thing I always tell people is if you're going to be day trading cryptocurrency, if you're going to be swing trading cryptocurrency, I like to have a long core position. So I like to hold a position that I'm basically, maybe I'm adding a little bit to, maybe I'm buying the dip, adding to, but then I'm also kind of swing trading and day trading as well. So like with Ethereum or with Digibyte and Litecoin, stuff like that, I have a core position that I hold that I kind of buy through the dips. Recently got down there to the $360, $370 area, and I bought a large size down there at that area, and I'm basically just holding it, selling it, and then holding, 20, 30% of that position as my core position, and then I'm kind of adding to that as I see fit. I'm always trying to increase the amount of Ethereum that I have in terms of, okay, so I'm selling 50 Ethereum from this 360 area. If I'm selling it there above 670, I'm hoping to buy more on the dip down there to 600. So if my plan is, I have 20 Ethereum today, by the end of the month, I want to have like 30 or 40 Ethereum in that long position. So I tell people the best thing you could do is really have a core position that you're holding in case cryptocurrency does just keep going higher. So that's the one good thing. So if I'm day trading and I miss out on a big major move, like so today, you can see Ethereum went from 650 up here to 680. So I would have missed out on this move if I would have only been a day trader, where I have a long swing trade kind of core position as well. So I'm still making money even when cryptocurrency goes up. Now on the downside, yes, cryptocurrency could crash. So for that core position, I'm always looking to buy, big dips. And if it really looks like it's going to be crashing, if it looks like I'm like, okay, it's going down, I might sell that core position and then try to buy back in at a lower price. It really just depends. But I think one good thing, if you're going to be day trading, swing trading cryptocurrencies, it's also good to have that long core position that you're holding long term, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5 years, depending on your outlook. Another thing that's very important with cryptocurrency day trading is patience. Now, there's going to be days like say through here. So from March till about April 8th, April 7th, you can see Ethereum really just went sideways here. It went from 380s, 370s, 370s. It just went sideways. It really didn't show strength. It really wasn't going. It really didn't make any moves. So I was basically just buying a little bit every single day on these dips at these 360, 370 area, thinking, okay, we're consolidating. It's looking good. You can apply the same technical analysis that you use for stocks and equities to cryptocurrency. But the big thing really is to wait for confirmation, to wait to see. One thing I like to do is so if I'm trading, let's say I'm trading cryptocurrency, I'm trading on the 5-minute chart, I'm looking, okay, we got the EMAs here. We're kind of bouncing this 679 area. I'm looking like 679 is my support. One thing I like to do is look at the 1 hour chart. So let me look at the 1 hour chart and I see, okay, wow, we're kind of extended off the EMAs there. We're up there at 680. We got a lot of room here because you can see the cryptocurrency, it really kind of likes to pull back down on this 1 hour chart. And if you look at the 1 hour chart, you can kind of see GDAX is definitely not the best for charting. I'll talk about that in a second. But you're going to have moments where cryptocurrency like this one, where it dropped down there to 580 and then ripped back up there to the 620s, which I traded that little dip. So you're looking for either a major move to the downside, like a major 20%, 15% drop, looking to buy the dip there, and then looking to sell the rip back, or I'm looking for some solid consolidation. That's kind of the tip. You really need to have patience. The one thing, yes, cryptocurrency is trading 24 hours a day. Doesn't mean that you need to trade 24 hours a day. It just means that you need to understand that there is going to be times where it's just not going to be anything going on. It's not going to be happening. Number four. So I use TradingView. TradingView works pretty good. And you can see looking at the Digibyte chart there. TradingView.com. When you go to TradingView, you can pull up different charts. You got all the different exchanges, and you can really get into what's going on with cryptocurrency for charting and seeing your overall plan. This is the Digibyte chart, like I said. And I'm looking for Digibyte to make a move here. I want to see this Digibyte above 5 cents. I would be happy if this breaks over 5 cents. Like I said, this is one of my long core positions. I'm holding a lot of Digibyte long term, and I'm totally fine with any swings that we get. So Digibyte, I'm holding long term. But in terms of charting, TradingView.com is great for charting. You can pull up all the different charts. You can get all types of different tools. It's TradingView.com. You can look up all the different cryptocurrencies. Bitcoin, it'll be basically whatever the symbol is. You can put Bitcoin, and then you can pull up what chart you want to use. I usually use the Coinbase chart because that's kind of where I'm trading at. And you can see the Bitcoin chart here. So you got all these different charts you can pull up there at TradingView.com. And people always ask, how do I chart cryptocurrency? This is probably the best way to do it. So also touching on the charting aspect of this, one thing lately that I really like to keep an eye on is the Bitcoin chart. So if I'm trading any other cryptocurrency at all, if I'm trading Ethereum, Litecoin, whatever I'm trading, I am keeping an eye on Bitcoin. And the reason that I do that is you'll see if Bitcoin starts crashing, everything starts crashing. So it's very important to keep an eye on Bitcoin. I know people are like, well, I'm not trading Bitcoin. Why does it matter? Because right now, everything is so correlated. So if you get a big drop in Bitcoin, look at this chart right here. It dropped from 9,360 down there to 9,280. Now look at the GDAX chart here on Litecoin. Look how literally it's like the same exact chart. Dropped from 153 down there to 151. So they are very, very intertwined right now. Litecoin, Digibyte, Ethereum, everything is very intertwined with Bitcoin. So if you're going to be trading cryptocurrencies, you need to keep an eye on the Bitcoin chart, seeing where that next resistance is, seeing what the chart is doing, and kind of where that support area is and stuff like that. You can really kind of figure out a game plan by looking at the Bitcoin chart. So my fifth tip, cryptocurrency trades 24 hours a day. There is no PDT. There are no fees when you're using GDAX if you're trading with limit orders. And you can also, the cool thing about that is, let's say you're using GDAX. Let's say you're using GDAX and you want to buy Ethereum. You can buy 1 Ethereum, 2 Ethereum, 3 Ethereum, and you can really kind of ladder your buys. So let's say I want to buy here at the 680 area. I can put an order at 680, 680, 50, 678. I can put a bunch of orders out there and look to get filled. I don't need to put one big massive order because I'm worried about commissions, because I'm not paying commissions. As long as I'm using a limit order, I'm not paying commissions. Now, the one thing is, if it starts to crash, if the market really starts to crash, it's going to be a little bit harder to get out. And like I said earlier when I talked about the stop limit, when you're using a stop limit, you're going to pay a fee, but that's just part of it. Like with the Ethereum here, you can see I paid a $57 fee to sell 29 Ethereum the other night because it started crashing and I just wanted to get out of that position. And you can see where that sold at 660. But I got lucky because I ended up buying back in there at the 586 area. So using that stop limit while I'm sleeping to protect me from, massive downside. If the market really starts to crash, I can use that stop limit. But overall, right now, it seems that the market's kind of in this consolidation bull phase. Not sure we're going back to all-time highs right away, but it looks like we are, having some opportunities to trade, where in the past it's just been going down, down, down. Like the market's just been crashing. So it's been really hard to find that consolidation area, to find that opportunity to buy in. Also, when you're trading cryptocurrency, you gotta think about this. There's no volatility halts. There's nobody putting the stop to a massive move. So if Ethereum goes from $680 to $1,000 right now, there's nobody to stop it. There's no volatility halts. It can just go to the moon in one swift kick. And we saw the other day how Litecoin jumped up like $5 just out of nowhere. And it just happens. It'll just come out of nowhere. You'll get a big, if it starts to crash, obviously there's not going to be any volatility halts to the downside either. So that's going to be one thing to think about. And like I said, there's not going to be any fees. There's no commission fees. There's no fees for deposits or withdrawals, anything like that. So that's the one nice thing about GDAX, using GDAX and trading cryptocurrency, is there's just really no fees. One thing I have noticed when trading cryptocurrencies is when the market starts to move, it just starts to go. You can see Bitcoin here. When it starts to move, it just starts to go. And you can see this move here from 6,800 up there to $8,000. So you had that big, massive move. It just boom, right up there. So when the market starts to move, it starts to go. And you got to keep an eye on it. It's 24 hours a day. It's always happening. It's always going on. But you'll find kind of a wiggle room. That's the one thing about cryptocurrency trading is if you're a trader, you can trade this at night. There's still major moves happening at night. Say you bought Ethereum there last night, you got off work late, you came home, you bought some Ethereum there at 650. Well, look at it there, up there to 680. Obviously, you know, it's not going to always be that easy, but there's going to be opportunities 24 hours a day. So if you're stuck in a schedule where you can't trade the stock market or you can't trade the equity market because you have to work all day, cryptocurrency is a option for you. If you want to trade cryptocurrency, you can do that as well. Hopefully this helps you guys out. And if you're on the fence about trading cryptocurrency, you have a question, leave a comment below and I will talk to you guys later on.